Oh, I can only apologise. This is embarrassing. I'm so sorry, everyone. Just not my luck tonight. Unfortunately, it's just not my night. But, I'm still here, soldiering on. Probably missed all the good bits now, but what can you do? What can you do? Sorry, Wilvers, mate. This is just demoralising. I'd have missed the rain. Brilliant. That sums it up, doesn't it? Well, that's good. Carty leads then. Still. Up to second. Adam third. Ransdell falling right back. So I've no idea what's happened. Maybe he pit a lap early or a lap late. I don't know. Got Rich way down in 16th. So again, no idea what's happened to him as he gets a 10-second penalty. What is he up to? He's got no nose. Oh dear. Not looking good for him at all. Oh dear. Comes into the pits and retires. Fair enough. Find the pass also in. He is pitting off with a hard tyre, interestingly. Looks like he's a bit late to the party on that one. Jeffy, don't keep him well out of the way there. Not having a good night, is he? Unfortunately, Jeffy. Sorry to say. Runs off the road there. Gupped it out. Really putting pressure on Carty here. But with no DRS now, it's going to be very difficult to find a way past Carty. Even with DRS, it would have been tough. But without it, what chance does he stand, honestly? Unless Carty makes a mistake. Obviously, we've got back markers in the way as well. We're not in the way yet, but could come into play later in the race. Could make it interesting. Bucko keeps well out of the way. Good job, Bucko. Got to then. Championship leader, of course. Carty probably his main rival for the title. Obviously, Ransdell and Halford would love that I didn't say that, but unfortunately, it's true. We'll see. Now, what can Carty do? What can Gupta do? Can he attack somewhere? He's gonna have to try it. Probably somewhere that Carty does not expect. Obviously, turn one is the obvious place, really. Other than that, there isn't really anywhere around this circuit. Carty burning his battery, so not really much Gupta can do. They're coming up to the second McLaren now, so he might try and play a few games potentially. We'll see. Watson has now served his penalty, so if he's got a clip of it and there's no safety car, he may be able to get that removed potentially. Depends on obviously the situation. Obviously whatever's happened, of course. Obviously no. Oh, sorry. No guarantees. Everyone now the Inters. I just hope I can stay in the lobby for the rest of the race, really. That is the target now. Ransdell absolutely flying, look. It looks like Ransdell did an extra lap compared to Halford, which may explain the gap. Obviously, something else may have happened we may have missed. Who knows? Ransdell now closing up to Halford. The gap was 7 seconds at one stage, so Ransdell really going for it. Then it's an 8-second gap back to Hayes in P5. Lonely race for her, unfortunately. Gupta is not Gupta. Delano as well in P6. Another lonely race for him. Mamo in P7, holding his own out there. Doing a good job. Good to see Mamo back on form this season. So we've got Bucko there ahead, going through the gravel. Keeps well out of the way of his teammate, which is lucky. But Adam's struggling here. Ransdell really closing up the gap. Adam got some sort of damage, or no? He looks all good. He's just not got much grip, unfortunately. Carsey now over a second ahead. It's fine. The pass is retired in the pits as well. Didn't fancy it after all. It's a shame. I guess if there's no... Obviously he may have personal issues or wing damage. But if not, rules are rules. We'll see. We shall see. Hopefully he'll come in the chat and let us know. Does mean though that his car is going to rejoin on the track, and obviously ghosting is off this season, so let's hope he doesn't interfere here like that. Brilliant. That's really good, that. Moving in P8 with a penalty though. Brewdog up to P10, doing a good job. Watson as well. Carsey picks up a 3-second time penalty. Now that is a surprise. Gupta will be very pleased to see that, I'm sure. All he's got to do now is keep within 3 seconds, keep penalty free, and the win is his. Ransdell is now closed up to the back of Halford. From 7 seconds back, Ransdell absolutely flying in these conditions. Maybe gone with a wet setup for the race. How do you overtake around this track in the rain? Almost impossible. So it seems. So we've got Rapid maybe. Maybe having a look at Gumber here. There is just no way through around here. Bit of a train here, but there's just nowhere to overtake as Ransdell now right on the back of Halford. So we'll stick with this for a bit because this could get spicy. Ransdell just has so much more grip. He's going for it. Up the inside into this double. Wow. What a move. What a terrible camera angle, but what a move. Great move from Ransdell. Up into the podium positions. Can he do anything about the top two now? He's closed down a 7-second gap. Now he's got another 5-second gap. He's absolutely flying in these conditions. It's Bucko. You just invite Bucko back. One more time. There you are, sir. Hopefully that doesn't kick me out. Me and Bucko not having much luck this evening, unfortunately. Which is a shame. But it is what it is. Ransel then. 5.3 seconds to Lil Gupta, the championship leader. Can he get past? Close him down. And find a way past. Carsey needs just 1.3 more seconds. And the win is his. Barring any late safety cars, of course. 10 laps will be remaining at the end of this one. Gupta then looking very strong here. Got Watson overtaking Brewdog for P10. We've got Rapid picking up another time penalty. Leads the second of the race. Ransel then not really gaining much. Say that. It takes 3 attempts out of him through that chicane alone. Ransel then not giving up on this win, which is great to see. We've got 10 laps remaining now as they come across the line, so this could get exciting. He's going to need to take a bit more time out though. Halford just doesn't have the pace in the rain, unfortunately. Looks like it could be a pretty lonely 10 laps for Adam in P4 here. Nothing he can do, unfortunately. Nothing to really defend either. An 11-second gap over Hayes. Got the two Mercedes here, 12th and 13th. Potentially having a little battle. Hopefully no shenanigans between the two teammates. Rapid will want to get past it. Obviously, I missed 3 or 4 laps and they seem to have changed the whole race, so that is a shame. Will Rapid put a move on his teammate though and decides better of it into turn 1. For now at least. Both with penalties of course, so not an ideal race for the Mercedes team this evening. Will they look to swap places potentially? See if Rapid can get past Brewdog and scamper out the road. 9 laps remaining now. Has it stopped raining here? Or am I seeing things? Has it potentially stopped raining? That could spice it up at the end. I could be completely wrong. But it looks like it's drying. Which could be very exciting. Bucko joins back, which is good. Hopefully didn't lose too much time. I did invite him straight back, but whether or not it works straight away, I don't know. We're both having severe trouble this evening. So, will they need to switch back to dry tyres in the next few laps? It's obviously a very, very long pit lane here. So if it doesn't dry out, you're almost better off staying out than risking it, because the pit lane is so long here. I think maybe the longest of the season? Depends. It's either here or Silverstone. I never know. One or the other. But you lose so much time boxing. And if you don't need to box, then you're better off staying out, obviously. It's really useful information, that. But we start lap 25 now, so there's, what, 8 laps remaining and a drying track. So we've got Jeffy not off again, unfortunately. Not having a fun evening for him. Not what he'd had hoped for, I'm sure. Will we see anyone box? Risk. Maybe a lap or two too early, I would say. But obviously, if it doesn't dry up much more, then there's just no point, because you're just going to lose time. Who's got fresh softs left? That made no sense, did it? Who's got fresh softs left? Who is feeling brave? It's clearly a dry line now. Visibly dry line here. So I don't think we're a million miles away. We got Beastie in from P13, I believe he was. It's Beastie then going on to the hard tyres, interestingly, not the softs or mediums. It's an interesting choice for sure, but who knows? It may well work for him. Will we see any of the leaders boxing? Don't think we will, to be honest. Carthy goes round. Still got to find another second on Gupta to take the win. But with these conditions, anything could happen here. This could get a little... We got Adam in. Adam's going for it. Adam's coming in. What tyres will he go? Will he go for the fresh softs? I'm surprised. It looks too wet to me still. He's going for mediums. It just looks a little bit too wet. It looks like we're a couple of laps off yet, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe now is the time. The best thing to do really is wait for the DRS to be enabled before you consider making a pit stop. But it looks like everyone is following Adam in here. Maybe not. He's come out where he pitted from, so he hasn't lost any positions. But he will now have Mamo 3 seconds behind him, and I imagine closing up a little bit more. Let's watch this gap here. 2.4 coming into the chicane. Yeah, no, look at this. Adam hemorrhaging time here now. This is not the way to go. The intermediates are still the tyre to be on for now. The top three will obviously see the gap to Adam. Just going up and up and up. And Gupta's lost almost a second on this lap, so once maybe Kelsey will get away with this. The gap is now over 3 seconds, so it looks like Adam is just desperate to get some heat into those tyres now. Doing everything he can to warm them up to try and get a bit of pace. Obviously no no cars in front of him for over half a minute, so if he can find a bit of pace. As Mamo comes in, they're all coming in now behind, apart from Watson, who stays out. Can Adam now close that gap at all? Just looks so tentative. There's just no grip for him. The track looks almost bone dry now, but there's just no grip at all. Yet they've all followed him in. It's very bizarre to see so many people boxing when there's such little grip. So we've got Bucko reversing into the wall. Not too sure what's going on there. Carsey go around again, unsurprisingly. Top three all carry on for another lap. There's just no point boxing. And the dry tyre is just not working at all here. Look at this. We got Watson now coming through. Up to P4 for Watson. Adam picks up a 3-second penalty as well. It's all falling apart for Alfred. The dry tyres were not the one, unfortunately. This has really mixed up the order here. It's got Bucko retiring out from the pit lane, unfortunately. Probably with rear wing damage, having reversed into it at full speed. Watson overtook Halford, saw that the Inters were a hell of a lot faster, and boxed anyway. What's that about? Brewdog, now the DRS is enabled, so now, maybe now is the time for the top three to come in. Maybe, just maybe. But the Inters still look a lot faster, and there's only 4 laps left now. So they're almost better off staying out on the track, really. I know I certainly would at this stage. There is just no point. Maybe for Ransdell. But he does carry on as well. Got cars everywhere. I'm all over the place here. I don't know who's been lapped. Who's not been lapped. I mean, what does the screen even mean? Who's where? Honestly, has anyone been lapped? I think Jeffy Dot has. Nope. Got to here side by side with a Ferrari. Is that Goomba? I'm really lost with all these gaps. It's just not making sense. Don't know what's going on there. It's all a bit broken. Brewdog pits from P5. Why? Stay out, mate. There's 3 laps left. Doing a great job. Let's just stick with that because that makes sense. All the other gaps are very confusing. The gap is coming down for Adam, but he's got 33 seconds in 3 laps. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Looks like, unbelievably, Carsi is going to take this win with fairly comfortably. Not really much happened for him. Once it stopped raining, Gupta didn't have the pace to keep up. Same with Ransdell. Ransdell was probably the fastest driver in those Inters conditions. But unfortunately the rain hasn't lasted long enough for him. So it's not really meant anything. Which is a shame because he was flying. But those Inters now are just going to overheat like crazy. Which is not ideal. I'm back in game chat here. Ransdell gets a 3-second penalty. It's probably not going to make any difference to anyone. We're out of options for driver of the day here. What's there? 5 drivers left. So we start lap 31 now with car seat. Ransdell then not really losing any time to Halford. So Adam boxing, not cost him anything, but it wasn't worth it in the end. Maybe if he'd stayed out, one of the others would have boxed. You just never know. But either way, it's not worked for him. But he tried it. He had to try something because he didn't have the pace in the rain. Maybe he can get the fastest lap. Doesn't get anything for it, just personal pride. But it'll be something for him to take home. Jeffy North just kept going. And he's going to pick up 4 points for the team, which come the end of the season could be crucial. You just never know. Oh, what a crazy race. And I've missed half of it. It's Carsi now getting overtaken, I think, by new guys on fresh softs. Wow. There is just no grip on those Inters. They're overheating like crazy, I imagine. So you've got Brewdog and Goomba there swapping places. There is just no grip for Carsi then. So we are now on the final lap of the race. Will Beastie be able to close up to the back of Carsi and unlap himself? Will he want to do another lap, really? Well, it's been fun, but I've missed half of it, unfortunately. I can only apologise. Not too sure what's going on this evening. An absolute disaster on my side. I can only apologise. Been in and out of the stream all evening, but look like a little battle here. Could get tasty. Carsi then lost the lead off the start line, but once he regained it, there's no looking back. Despite that penalty, He comes across the line then to win round 4 in Imola. Cassie wins on his broken chair. It'd be Gupta, who last week's winner and championship leader, who comes home second. Ransdell an excellent third. Think he'll be happy with that. Obviously, he would have hoped the rain would last a little longer, I'd imagine. It'll be Adam and P4, 24 seconds back. Boxing was not the one, but the pit lane is just so long here. You lose so much time, and then the first couple of laps on the mediums, just no grip, unfortunately. Hayes will be P5 and one of the potential driver of the days for sure. The other candidate is Colin, depending on where he jumps up to after all these penalties here. Delano will be P6. Colin goes up to P8. So that's a great drive from Colin. Mamo was P7. Moomin P9. Watson completes the top 10. Then we got Rapid in 11th, but he will drop, I imagine, to 13th. So it'll be Brewdog, Goomba, and then Rapid. Wow. That was very bizarre. I can only apologise. The bits we saw were good fun, but obviously we missed half of it, unfortunately. Hopefully next time that doesn't happen. I'll just get the results for the people. McDonald's Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is absolutely fine. I don't know what's going on. It's just the servers. I keep getting booted out of the servers. It's not the Wi-Fi. I mean, the Wi-Fi is not the best. Driver of the day on the game goes to Watson. I am thinking between Colin and Hayes here. Hayes gained 7. Colin gained 5. I'm going to give it to Hayes. Driver of the day for Hayes. An extra point for you. Where do we get to? Rapid 13th. Beastie 14th. Vaxi 15. Kev. Jeffy Nor. Complete the finishes. Bucko, Find the Pass, and Rich all retired in the pits, unfortunately. So yeah. The next round is obviously not next Thursday or the Thursday after. So we will see you 3 weeks today in Belgium, I want to say. Yep. Spa. Very fun track. Whether I am here myself with someone else or if someone else does it for me with Wi-Fi that works, we'll see. Got a few weeks to sort that out. But thanks for watching. Merry Christmas to everyone. And see you all next year. Thank you and goodbye.